In a few moments I tell you what is the secret of the life and what is the secret of eternal happiness of the life. Because I found it. But first, some little poetry. Let's take a card on it. Ooh. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles means you're receiving something. Now the poetry, not by Daniel Kerwood, but by Jim Morrison, one of the best poets. The last one in 20th century. Actually, the second last one. The last one was Leonard Cohen. Are you ready? So the poem is: have you been born yet? And are you alive? Let's reinvent the gods. Let's celebrate the symbols from deep elder forests. Have you forgotten the lessons of the ancient war? We need great golden copulation. Father, yes son, I want to kill you. Mother, I want to fuck you. Jim Morrison was one of the best fucking poets, you see. He was something as well what you could call kind of a crazy guy, you see. He chose to burn than to fucking burn out, you know what I say? See, there were more mystics and crazy people like that. And they find out what is the real secret of the happiness. I found it myself. I was watching this video of mine which I made like, I think 1.5 years back, or it doesn't really matter. It was in South America, in Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is a mystical place, you know. It's one of the most mystical places I ever visited. And I consider it like one of the last places I had to visit on this planet in order to go inside. You see? Because you can go outside, you know. You can mold this world just like I'm talking Czech language in this video. You can mold the world, you know. But you don't find nothing until you look inside you. But the way to inside is from outside, you see? It's all fucking beautiful dichotomy. It's like a mirror. It's like a shadow personality. You see? Everything works in number 2. Yeah? And 1 + 1 is 2. So you ready? You know what is the secret of the happiness? It's easy, my friend. You would call me crazy. Socrates, mystic. Insane man. I'm truly insane. I'm so insane, so I'm sane. You see? Because I'm reacting to these insane fucking times. Abnormal one, pretty normally, with some little fucking amount of insanity or craziness. Like Charles Bukowski says, some people never go crazy. What a terrible, horrible life they gotta go through. So you know what is the real happiness? The secret of the happiness is to understand the category called life. How you would describe this fucking product, you know? Příjemné si takto posedět. Příjemné si takto pobít na tomto světě. Yeah. I like this chair. I sit and chill out a little bit here in the capital of the madness, Malaga. It's a well mystical place, you know. So the real happiness is first to assess what is the life, you know. Look at this fucking category called life. Look at it like a video game or something, you know, which was given to you, you know. Imagine your character in the fucking film, you know, like Jean-Paul Sartre. They love movies. But imagine you're not just a fucking, you know, character, but you behind the screen and you are like a player, you see? You've been whole time sleepwalking like a character, right? So look at my character, for example. 43 years old, male, white, born in Czechoslovakia to fucking Czechoslovakian people, you know. There was my mother. I think she was in doggy style position, her father behind her. That's how I was conceived. In fucking Ostrava. Have you heard about this place? I never, ever. Some shithole near the Polish border, you know. They gave me Czechoslovakian language, right? They gave me some imagination. Thank you, motherfuckers. And then they gave me a courage. Only what you need in the life is a courage. That's the only thing. Audere est facere. Or it is audere est facere. You see? Only what you need is a courage. And to be gambler in the life. Imagine the game is a life and life is a game. Well, you say it's a pretty fuck up game, isn't it? Yes, indeed, Daniel. It is, right? I would say the game is rigged, right? Because you start somewhere, you finish, you learn shit. You know what I say? Why? How you would describe this characteristic of the game? Total irrationality, impulsivity, right? You agree with me that if you're planning something in the life, you get nowhere, you see? You get maybe to situations when then life has happened to you. I was in Philippines, I make $1 million, you see? I was a, what they call economical viable and great successful man. Then comes the fucking Rudy Duterte, and fucking in 5 weeks, the currency of the pesos plunged 100% down. They frozen my accounts. My crazy fucking ex-wife called me. She won't fucking divorce. I lost my stepson. You know, I lost money. I lost my career. I lost everything. I flew to HK. The FBI fucking white collar unit arrested me. They say you're facing 15 years of jail for defrauding fucking $10 million janitoring fund. I was janitoring $10 million for my cut was $1 million. I said, hey comrades, I don't want to destroy your fucking confidence, but I just came from fucking Philippines where I am facing 5 consecutive life sentences, right? They were amused, they were laughing. They said, what happened? I said, did you turn on the fucking news? They turned on the news. It was not still spread in the, it was not still in the mainstream news. It was just in Filipino. They find out there was a fucking martial law in Mindanao and they killed 30,000 people there, blah blah blah, whatever. They say, oh, we are so sorry, you didn't defraud the money. There was a coup d'état in Mindanao 2016. They called some investors, these people apologized to me, they dropped the charges, they say, oh my god, you were defending our money for to the last fucking breath, you know. So I showed them I was in the jail, they threatened me to fucking execute me, put me in lifetime, yeah, blah blah. They dropped the charges, shit like that. Long story, yeah. I moved to Vienna, no money, nothing. I lost everything, you see? And you would say like, what has happened? And I was asking myself, what has happened? You know what has happened? The life has happened. That's what's happened. You know, the life is a tornado. Later on, I moved to Sri Lanka, you see? And I try again. Then the fucking COVID came. I got arrested in 3 fucking hotels. I was in fucking Tokyo. Like a fucking, whatever is named of the guy, Tom, fucking, what's the name of the actor who was stuck in the Terminal film. I was 14 days in Noland country in Tokyo, right? Same shit, you know. Then I earn some money, I lose it. I earn it, I lose it. I earn it, I lose it. Oh my god, I went to the... Always the shit is happening, you see? Always it's circulating karmically. And you spinning. Because you realize that the life and the time is spiral, you see? Just like when you go into the fucking smallest fucking particles in gluts, which are in quadrons, which are in fucking proton and neutron, and you find out the time is linear there, you see? The time is not linear, sorry. The time is going in cycluses, okay? But forget about this. What I learned from these things? I learned things that the life is a game which is rigged. And as much as you're getting to the end, as less you're risking, because you're rationally losing your courage. Once you're losing your courage, you're fucking dying. That's when you're dead. You see, mentally. You can die mentally. You can die 1,000 times before you really live. Or you can die every fucking day. And you're paralyzed in the fear. You're dying every single fucking minute, day. You see, you're stuck in the fucking nightmare. In this fucking trip. You're afraid to die. But what the fuck is the death, you know? First, let's finish the life, okay? What is the life? This fucking category is bullshit, you see? If you like, imagine it's a GTA or whatever. So I was born in Czechoslovakia. Then I learned some skills. I learned English, you know. I started to travel around the world, all that shit, blah, 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 blah. I was like, the character was getting more, you know, the character which was played by the player. In that time, I didn't realize that I'm behind the screen and the fucking character. And I was getting all these shits, the system, you see. The only way how you can hack the system is to simulate the life, you know. One of the most successful strategy how to win in casino, in roulette, is Oscar grinds. It was a program in 1960s which was simulating the colors. Like you bet black, red, red, black, red, black. You know, you're simulating. You see, it's hard to fight the fucking mirror. You know, there's a mirror world, there's another world. So when you look at the life, it's one game. It's a game. How you gonna win this game? You're gonna fucking rationally go to work, you know, work 9 to 5, save some money. Here comes some tornado, boom, artificial intelligence, you know, in 5 years or 3 years, you know, 50% people not unemployed. Some people who got a brain already realize what's going on here, you see. There is a black swan, all that shit's any time you can fucking die, you see. It can be tomorrow. And if you don't die, and you earn $1 or $10 million, it won't make you fucking happy. Because after the existential problems comes after the existential worries comes the existentialistics, you know, existentialistic. The anxiety, all that shit, you see. You have to play the life just like as it is. How you describe the game called life? Irrational, impulsive, stupid, narrated, like Dostoevsky says, by idiot, or Woody Allen says by sick, sadistic idiot. Anything can happen in any time. There are no rules at all. There is only one rule. No rules at all. You see? And while you're playing this fucking game, rationally, and you're trying to figure out the things, I will study this and that, I will study I study master, I study bachelor, I change my job, I rectify, I make money, or whatever. Whatever you're doing is a total gamble. It's just a good luck. Unless you know the mechanism of the game. When you hush yourself, you get calm, you realize the life has some rhythm. Yeah, you hear me? Just like a fucking rhythm of your heart. There is some exact number of the rhythm of your heart. Everything is mathematics, you see. The golden angle is on my balls, everything. The galaxy, I don't want to go in fucking details. We know that the moon is 60 times far away from sun or whatever. It's no, you have the, you know, the tallest fucking, the highest fucking mountains when you're losing your conscious, when you're climbing there and there is no oxygen, just deep as the deepest fucking abyss in the sea. You know, this world was created with some simulation, obviously, and there is some mathematical code running all over. The mathematics is nature, you see. The mathematics is not a product of the man, it's nature, it's everywhere, you know. It's on the B plasters, the golden egg, Fibonacci, it's everywhere. You know, I don't want to bother you with the details. So, you take a life and you play it like Oscar grinds. You simulate life. You simulate the game. Again, what we know about life? Highly irrational commodity. If you look at it like a commodity, it's not even silver, it's a crypto, it's some crazy fucking commodity, right? It's a crazy thing. You see? If you want to trade a life, how you going to trade that shit? You see? How you going to simulate that shit? Well, it's easy, my friend. You just take a maximum risk and you change the time how we perceive it. Because when you fly to fucking Apollo and back, they check that the clock which they have in the Houston and they have it in the fucking rocket were 2 seconds, you know. So we know by Einstein, who tried to disprove Heisenberg, who was not, you know, even Bobby Einstein couldn't disprove Heisenberg. There is this disproportionality, irrationality of the life. You see? It's a one big fucking chaos. There was a Big Bang theory. First, there must be something to create the Big Bang. First, there was information. There was some bit, you see? There was information. There was the matter which you can, with double split fucking experiment, you see the articles are moving in different way when you watch them. The articles know that when you watch them, they behave in different way. First, you have to realize in this fucking space and time, how works time, you see? The time doesn't work like we think, you know. Some articles in gluts or whatever, the magnetical force and all that crap. You know, some articles going into the core of atom and they arrive there faster or sooner before they leave. You see, physically, or from the classic physics or theoretical physics, the classic physics disagree with me, right? You will say, how comes somebody arrive into some place before? How comes he leave it before he arrived there? You see? But the time, as I told you, look at this beautiful street. Let's take some little fucking break in this beautiful libretto. Huh? Let's take some intermezzo, huh? I love the fucking, you know, detours in the life. So you realize that the time is not linear. You see? Now, we divided the life in 24 fucking hours. You see? And you worry about what's gonna happen in tomorrow, or in from one day to tomorrow, or in 6 weeks. You see? And while you're worrying about that shit, you know, some idiots who believe in the manifestation saying like, if I worry, I manifest negative fucking situation in future. No, it's not true, you know. You manifest shit, you see. The code is here. You're just a fucking character in the game, you see. You're the character, but I want you to be player. I want you to be player. Ah, look at this beauty. I love this fucking street, huh? You see, this street is linear. But you see, I'm already there. I was there. Before I arrived there, I'm there, you see. The time is a bullshit. That's a fucking concept which is bullshit. But yet, you use the time in order to torture yourself with imagination and the memory. But it's only now. Now you simulate the life. It's highly irrational, explosive, crazy, absolutely crazy commodity which can end any moment. Tomorrow you can go on the street, you can be hit by ambulance just like Albert Camus. You can die tomorrow. You don't need to, but you can. You see? Right? You see? And while you're dying tomorrow, whatever's gonna happen, in moment now, I can control it. You see? Now, I can hush, and I can live within 3-6 hours. When I was 42 in South America, I lived 6 to 12 months. I imagine I have 6-12 months of life. You know, I tell you the truth, I went to South America to fucking die. I went there to fucking get a Barbie to race and kill myself. Yeah, I didn't want to continue in my life. So I said, before I fucking die, I fucking hell will enjoy that shit. I changed 15 countries. I got fucking, you know, kidnapped in fucking Dominican Republic. They almost bring me fucking Haiti. I killed 2 men there by bare hands, you see? I got fucking, you know, scuffled in in downtown of Santiago, this guy with metal stick almost fucking mashed my head over the brain, it was beautiful, you see. There were numerous problems, you see. I have like 60, 70 women in my team. There was like din din din. There was one woman, she almost stabbed me with the knife in Rio de Janeiro in one hotel. Another one, she threw TV cover in my face. It was a lot of fucking problems, you see. And I said to myself, fuck it. I came here to die. And suddenly, just like I was the monk, living and sitting next to the fucking Himalaya fucking hill, and they asking, why are you so happy? Why are you so smiling? He says, because tomorrow I can be dead, my friend. You see? I can be dead tomorrow. That's why I am happy. I find a happiness in South America. Because I knew this is my last journey. So why to fucking worry? I died on the journey. I died there. I almost died there in this fucking hut. You see? I almost died. In fucking Dominican Republic, I was 6 hours jail. They hold me 6 hours there, you see? They beating me with the pistol to the head. And I was saying, like, I kill all of you. I kill all of you. And they say, you crazy. I say, yes, I am. And then I kill 2 of them and I get out of there. It was a great feeling, you see? You see? I start to somehow realize that 99% of collective mind, you see, there is a resistance fields of 99% of people. There is the program which is implemented in your brain, which is called fear. When you go on the edge of the building and you look down, you feel fear. Oh, what if I fall? What if the plane fall down? What if the market crash? What if my fucking wife died on the airplane? What if my mother died? What if I die? Let me ask you a question. What the fuck is the death? Nobody fucking knows what it is, as Sophocles says. And everybody is afraid of that shit. You know, the Epicureans fucks, they figure it out. They say you will never experience the death, only dying. So since you don't experience it, why you worry about this? That's it. Period. You're afraid of dying, that's another thing. I went to South America, I removed the fear of dying. Because I knew I can always jump out of the fucking building. I always knew I can go to fucking favelas and get shot myself. Or I can go to Dominican Republic or Haiti, get shot. I knew I could take a barbecue rice, which I never bought. And I can eat them. So I removed the fear and pain of fucking dying. So I resolved the problem of dying. The fear of the dying went away. I don't need to be worried about that because that is not here. I don't know what is it. Maybe it's the beginning of something. I don't know. Maybe I'll be released from this simulation. Who's give a fuck, you see? I don't give a shit. I don't need to resolve that shit. I'm an atheist, you see? Then there is a fear of dying. I told you how you can rationally resolve the problem of the dying. You put bullet in your head. You can draw in this game. They put you in Czechoslovakia in 1982. They put you some language shits, maybe some little disbalance of the fucking brain, chemistry, whatever. They give you these shits, you see. You are just like the gods. They put a fucking Oedipus, on the ground like the Zeus, They put them, they said that they're like a soulmates, Before, they said that we used to have 4 hands and 4 legs and 2 heads. And then Zeus punished us and split us into 2. Until now you're looking for your second half. You see, it's a beautiful story. I'm telling you, everything is 1 and 1 is plus 2. There is a life, there is a death. 1 and plus 1, 2. That's the basic code, you see. That's the basic mathematical code. And the thing... What's my problem, my friend?
Thank you very much.
Did you not... Oh, you want a cigarette? Sure, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Take 2, my friend. Take it easy. Gracias. You see? You have to realize one thing. When you're dying, you can remove the fear of the death, of dying, by committing a suicide. Yeah, you can draw in this game. They put you somewhere in some life, in some language, in some circumstances, in some geographical place, in some body, right? And they let you play this fucking game. Yeah? Respectively, they throw you in the game you can never win. You can draw 1-1. You choose the circumstances, conditions, country, language, again, and the way how you live. You can end the game. It's 1-1. Now, I even teach you how to win the game, not only draw. You draw the game in a moment when you stop using the time in the way as they taught us to use it. You see? In South America, I find out I was happy because I lived 12 months. I said to myself, I have 12 months. I visited 12 or 13 countries. I changed the fucking airplanes like a socks, you see? On every minute. I take in Ecuador or in Colombia, I take a coin, I flip it if I go to Caracas or Ecuador. To Caracas or Quito, to Ecuador or to Venezuela. There was a tail, I went to fucking Ecuador. I did it many times. Do I go to Chile? Bolivia. I didn't go to Bolivia. If I landed in Bolivia and La Paz, there was some coup d'etat. I want to accommodate myself in front of the fucking La Paz, parliament where the bomb exploded, you see. I was playing the game just like it was some crazy, totally unpredictable, rigged, stupid Russian roulette with 6 to 12 months. And then I said, I don't need to worry about dying. I figured it out. I don't need to worry about the death because I don't know what is it. So I don't need to worry about nothing. I removed the fear from me. I removed the program called fear. I was fearless. You see? I went to fucking Fabulous. They smiled at me. I smiled back. They say, he's crazy. I says, as I am. That's why they walk away from me. I broke the code. You see? They say, like, you went to Fabulous, you talk to people? Yeah, I work there every night. They did nothing to me because I knew the code. You see? 1 + 1 is 2. They see the code in my eyes. They knew it. They knew I know something. You see? There are people who know something, the people who doesn't know. They call them crazy guy or mystics, you see? I met a couple of people on my roads, on my journeys like that. I love these people, you see? They already know, just like the monk, you can die tomorrow. But think it over. You don't need to live, you have 12 months left. It was too generous. How about you live your life like you have 3 to 6 hours? Or last 24 hours, 18 hours. You wake up 9, 10 p.m. Right? And until morning, you got 15, 17 hours. You sleep 7 hours, which gives you beautiful, how many? 18 hours left. You can live every 18 hours, just like it's your last fucking day. Yeah. You just stop by the game or by practicalities. You go, you rob the bank. Then you may wake up the other day in the jail or dead. But it doesn't stop you from the freedom to live next 18 hours as you entirely wish. You see? You can live it just like you wanna live it. You may perhaps live it like you die tomorrow. Maybe you're afraid of dying. Maybe you're not afraid of dying. Maybe you're not afraid of the death. Maybe you're afraid of living. Maybe you're afraid to live. You see? Because death is like fucking dying is like living. Winning is like losing. You see? 1 + 1, 0, 1. It can be 1, 1 or 0, 1. You know the code is 0, 1. 0, 1. That's the information. You see, you go left or you go right. You die or you fucking live. You sleep or you awake. Some people sleeping whole day life and they never fucking get awakened. And I'm not talking about classic sleep. So imagine what you're afraid of now. You're afraid to fucking die? You're afraid of that tomorrow you get on the plane on your business trip to Tokyo and the plane fall? Once I had this bad feeling in Rio de Janeiro. And I didn't get into the plane, which exploded. It fall down. You went up and down. It was flight to Sao Paulo. It fall down. I got a bad feeling. I didn't get in. They say, you missed your flight. I have missed 3 flights in Rio de Janeiro. 2 of them, I miss it. In moment, it puts me after 1 week and another, and that was the last one. And I remember my mother called me, you're crazy. You're gonna miss the 3rd flight, be careful. I said, it's number 3, wait, 1212. I let the flight go. I swear to God, you can check it. The airplane went up. After 120 minutes, it fell down. The simulation was talking to me, rewarding me. You see? I knew this feeling. It was inception. It was a vision. It may be future. You see? Yeah. Maybe you think I'm crazy, but I see the future. And because I see it, I'm not afraid of it. Let's say you're afraid that tomorrow you get on the plane and you die. What else are you afraid of? The markets will crash. I lose all of mine. I lost 170,000 euro. And I don't give a single fuck. You see? Right? If you're afraid of dying, which you can remove it by committing suicide without pain. And if you remove the death, which you don't know what is it, you don't need to even remove it, then what you afraid to? What you afraid of? There is nothing left to be afraid of. There is just the time. And you can live the time just like you want it. Imagine you put yourself in position you live 10 to 18 hours left. What would you do if you get 2-3 hours? It's 11 a.m. I have 6-7 hours. I don't need to go to rob the bank. Why I would do that shit? I'm dead tomorrow. Right? I don't enjoy the fucking money, do I? No. I can murder somebody. Because Albert Camus says there is no difference. There is just big hypocrisy with the suicide and homicide. Only people who read the man, the revolt, the essay about the man who revolts, understand this big hypocrisy. I can do this, but it doesn't bring me some special pleasure to murder somebody. I know how is it to kill 2 people. Well, nothing. You ask me what was the feeling when I killed these 2 fucking idiots in the jungle? Nothing. I fall asleep like a baby. I warned them. They didn't listen. I killed them. I put a finger in their fucking eyes, Yeah. What else you can do? You can commit suicide. You can always do it in 7-10 hours. Right? So, we agree that in this total irrational, crazy game, you can enjoy this moment now. You can hush, relax, and listen the big inner clock of the cosmos. You see, there is a clock inside, under the surface. There is a rhythm of the life, that the game got a rhythm, you see? I've seen thousands of fucking... In Macau, I was fascinated by theory of the games, by the fucking gambling, by markets, everything. Every game has some rule, some characteristic. This game is highly irrational, unwinnable. You see? You win it in the moment, when you lose it and you let go everything. That's when you start to win. There is no difference between winning and losing. You see? There is no difference between day and night and night and day. You break through to the other side, as the Jim Morrison told us. I am on the other side. I'm walking down the street in the tranquility, in the peace. You see? I don't feel fear because I control the game. I can never win the game. It's impossible to win it. I don't need to even win it. The game is running. I'm the player watching this character in this fucking alley, you see? Talking some bullshit still. I'm not here, I'm there already. I broke the code. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Bitte schön, amiga. He told me Schuldigen and he was sniffing something from his palm, you know. Yeah. Maybe he belongs to simulation. We don't know. There are some people who know something. You see? These mystics, these motherfuckers, like Socrates, who was listening daimoni on his inner voice. I want you to listen the inner voice in you. The voice already telling you what you should do with your life. You already in the destination of your life. You don't need to travel nowhere. The point which you left is the point where you're heading to. You see? Or maybe not. Maybe it's all bullshit. But the thing is that if you realize the game is crazy and unwinnable, and you start to simulate it and live it just like I live it in South America, that was the right approach. I changed the planes. I gambled my last money. I didn't give a shit about my life. I simulate rationally total irrationalistic characteristic of the game. The game called life is highly irrational, impulsive. There is only one rule at all, no rules at all. There is only one rule, no rules at all. We said it. You know what's gonna happen tomorrow? Me? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no control over the future. I even don't know if there is some future. Maybe the future already happened. Maybe the past, maybe the future is the present, which is gonna happen. Maybe the past was the future. Maybe it's all linear future and present and past. You see? Just like the fucking astronauts went to fucking on the other side of the moon. Nobody know what happened with them. You see? Maybe I'm talking to you. In same time, you with me. We're talking to each other. You see? Whatever it is, we know you cannot control the game. In moment when you're not controlling it, you start to controlling it. If you understand me, it's a dialectic. It's a glitch in your brain. The same thing like present, past, and future. I just told you how to control the game. Play totally irrational. Irrational. You see? Follow the rabbit. Follow the signs. Jump on the planes. Talk randomly to some people. Change relationships, countries, people, whatever you want, jobs, careers. It's all bullshit. Because tomorrow, you start again. And again, and again, and again, and again. It can be the hell are the others, like the Sartre says. But it can be as well the paradise are the others. He didn't tell us the paradise are the others. He died, motherfucker, right? He told us what is the hell are the others. And you remember the great fucking theater play finished by one big scream or one big, shout or line. Let's keep continuing. Let's go on with the game. Let's go on. Until ad absurdum, until the fucking matroshka, the smallest to the biggest, smallest, the biggest, in the circles, you see? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. That if you rationally simulate the high irrationality of the life, the most important and I would say metaphysical or characteristic feature of the life is its own total irrationality. I want you to simulate, like Oscar Grimes, the irrationality. Rationally simulate irrationality. You remove yourself from 99% of collective fucking degenerative minds of people who are in fear. When I walk down to these fucking streets of this beautiful, crazy town, and I see a lot of people, I can go to some degenerative meetup where people play some quiz or shit or whatever. I go on the street, I see people, maybe some late workers leaving their offices. You know what I see when I look at their eyes? Anxiety and fear. They're all controlled by fear, by programmed anxiety, the fear. They worried what's gonna happen tomorrow. They're anxious. They're not free, they're slaves. You see? Me, I find the secret of the happiness. I live this life just like as it is. You gotta do only 4 things in life. Only 4. First, you have to find out who you are and accept it. And then you have to find out what is a life, and then you have to accept it. Only these 4 things you gotta do. It sounds easy, right? It's like look at a fucking stock going up and down, down and up. It's like when you first time you're trading on stock market, you're thinking like, how can I make a lot of money, right? It's easy. I bought it when it's down, I sell it when it's up. You see? But when you know when it's down, when it's up. In a moment when you find out that up is as well down and down is up. When you look at the fucking glutes and all that shit, and you figure out that the time and space is happening right now, in the same moment. You see? Then you realize that there is, behind the curtain, some kind of a code. When you realize that you're like a one wave in the ocean, you see? But yet, you're not following the other 99 fucking waves. You die on your own like a one wave. Right? You have to realize or accept the system around you which is made up. You have to accept the cruelty. There are studies which saying that the life is filled by 40 times more suffering than pleasuring. It's qualitatively measured. That every day you have to take a shit, you gotta go to work, you gotta do a lot of things. If you don't go to work and you fucking millionaire, you're alone. If you're not alone, you with some fucking woman, you pay $10,000, she pay you fucking, you know, you pay her to give you some fucking, hola amigo. Pay you some fucking, you know, company. But you're alone in the group of the fucking people. The money doesn't fucking make you happy. Obviously. It's a time. The real fucking question mark developed into equation called time. What the fuck is the time? How can I control the time? Am I not controlling it right now? I'm manifesting, I'm controlling the time right now. I live this couple of minutes like it's my last one. Not 6-12 months, not 6-12 hours, not 6-12 minutes. Let's say I have 6 to 12 seconds. I will die now. In 6-12 seconds. What am I gonna do? You gonna fucking panic or something? No. Me? I'm gonna light up a cigarette. Because I know smoking kills, you see? I don't give a shit. I'm free for 6-12 seconds. I control my 6-12 seconds. 6-12 hours. Tomorrow I reset myself. I die 10,000 times. You gotta die 10,000 times before you're really born. When you die, you're born. Just like Jim Morrison says, the death doesn't end it. We live, we die, that doesn't end it. It's some fucking door. You jump through that shit. Right now, you with me in this beautiful moment. We're smoking cigarette here. I'm not gonna watch that shit after I post it on YouTube. I don't give a shit. The past cannot hurt me. The past was there. I was there back. I was there. Let's give a fuck. Some people watch that shit. They say, this guy is crazy. They told me the other day, They tell me tomorrow, you watch your video, you are crazy. Maybe this channel watching 5-7 people if it's too much. I don't give a shit who was the guy yesterday. Could you show me the past? I don't see the past. Where is the past? It's materialized? No. You know, every fucking cell in your body, there are trillions and trillions, quadrillions fucking cells. And each one of them change every second million times. I'm a different person than I was before. When you zoom in the glutes, there is nothing. There is a vacuum inside. There is nothing. There is just the information and the code. I'm telling you the code. The code is you just exist. And you're enjoying this cigarette. This quiet night. This moment. It really doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Yesterday I was a millionaire. Today I'm a beggar. Tomorrow I'm a billionaire. They say in India, yesterday is a death. Today is a gift. And tomorrow, nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. It's a surprise. Yesterday is death, and today is a gift. I want you to live the day like it's a gift. Every couple of hours or minutes. I want you to focus on a couple of fucking minutes. Maybe 1-2 hours. But don't live in the future. Don't live in tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There are a million fucking ways, you see? I can go here, there, here. I can stop. I can go to Colmau, go to meetup. I can come back, talk to this. I can go to my apartment. I can jump on I can go to airplane. A million times, somewhere here, there. I decide later. I gravitate one of the options. You see? It come to me. But I do it later. Now I smoke the cigarette. In this moment. Right now. Observing. I stop the game. You keep playing it. Trying to win or lose. It's the same shit. You see? That's a Johnny Cash, no? That's a Buddy Holly. Yeah. That's a El Colmau. I'm not going to El Colmau. Maybe I already went there, who knows? I want you to play the game irrationally. Because the game is irrational, life is irrational. You stay in the moment. Wait for the signs. Yeah, you can get crazy. Who's give a fuck tomorrow you're dead? You can get bankrupt. Who's give a fuck tomorrow you're dead? You died. Imagine you're dead. It's maybe possible that I'm dead already. Maybe I don't even exist. Maybe I post this video, you call me tomorrow, everything is disconnected. I went on the bridge, I jumped. But right now, I don't give a single fuck. And that's what is called happiness, my friend. Don't you give a single fuck what people think about you. Realize who you are. You are a piece of shit. Congratulations. Welcome. You're a motherfucker, even better. You got a doctorate in motherfuckerness. You associate professor in fucking people. It's okay. You just gotta accept it, you see? You gotta accept who you are in this world. You can possibly change yourself. And I think it's great if you try to change yourself. But if you don't change yourself, I still love you tomorrow. Or I'm not here, I don't give a shit. You have to accept and learn who you are. You have to learn who you are. Who you are, who you really are. You think you know who you are? It's one of the most difficult things ever. Once you know who you are, you accept it. That's it. You gotta accept it. There's no way around. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Motherfucker, you motherfucker. Yes. You gotta live with yourself. Look at the mirror, yeah? Every day. Don't fucking puke. Whatever makes you happy, you wanna do the charity, you wanna help people, it's okay. You wanna murder people, who's give a fuck? Just accept who you are and live it. Then accept what is the world and the life. The life is game you can never ever win. You cannot win the game. It's impossible. It's a highly irrational, volatile commodity. 10 out of 10 cases of this round finish by death. As much as people getting to the end, they playing the game slowly. They playing it. They don't take a risk. I don't say you should take a risk. Maybe you just sit, open the book, and read it. You don't need to travel around the fucking world. You don't need to do nothing. You just can sit on the shit. That's all what you gotta do. You have to accept the game. You accept the game. The life is irrational, crazy game. In one moment, I die. In one moment, you come with nothing, you leave with nothing. You don't bring any money with you where you're going, wherever it is, what it is. You just fucking lose everything. Only what matters is now. Right now, what's happening. It's the only thing you can control. I can live this moment like a nightmare, or I can live it like a good moment. After 30 minutes of good moments, I can have another 2-3 minutes of good moments, or 3 hours. I decided to have a good moment with you. I'm having it. Because tomorrow I can be dead. I'm not afraid of nothing. If I fail in life, I failed. Imagine that you really die. I think you're afraid of dying. I was afraid of dying. Living it. You were afraid of living the life or dying. You see? Imagine you dead. Just like I was when the plane blew up in the sky. I didn't get on. I didn't get on the plane to Sao Paulo. I could die in the woods in fucking Dominican Republic. I could be brought to Haiti, where they call the embassy, they can track me there, they hold me up 6 months, call my fucking mother for ransom, fucking degenerative Czech president who would say, we don't want to pay money for that piece of shit, right? Fucking our fucking citizen, right? Imagine you dead. So what? Do you feel the relief? Do you feel the beautiful tranquility? Do you feel that death is your friend, whatever it is? It's just your friend. You're smiling. You're smiling to the face of the death. You're not afraid. You conquer the death and the life. Right now you conquer the life. Now you control the game. Now you're controlling by letting go and not controlling it. By giving up to winning it, you're winning it. By losing it, you're winning it. Right now you're winner. In this moment, when you don't feel fear or anxiety, and you're okay with it that you're dead, in this moment, you feel relief and real happiness. Right? Now, you happy. I made you happy. Imagine you're dead. Tomorrow you're dead. Imagine I go here. Imagine you with me. You go, you cross, you turn on the corner, and there is a car which hits you. Oh my God, I want to do so many things. I want to go here, there, Asia, this. I fucked only 100 women. I wanted to fuck 1,000. I wanted to make some other money. I want to buy an apartment to my mother with this. I want to forgive this. I fucking die. I want to do so many things. I didn't make it. I die. I go like an idiot behind the corner and I fucking die. I don't know how about you, but I start to feeling a little bit better about myself. I should worry, I'm dead. Tomorrow I'm dead. Behind the corner, you're walking behind the corner, you're dead. It's over. It's over. It's over. You don't need to play. You don't need to go to work tomorrow. You can, but you don't need to. It's up to you. You can lie on the street like a homeless. You can die by cold. Who's give a shit? You're afraid of dying by cold? No, you don't need to die by cold. You can order your fucking barbiturates and take it whenever you want. You don't need to take it. You can take DTM, LSD, whatever you want to take. You can take a psilocybin, or you don't need to take nothing. You see? You can just smoke a cigarette and walk in the fucking rain. That's all what you gotta do. You can control your life, the moment. By not playing the game. The game they say the game is not bad, only the players are. The smartest players of the life withdraw from playing it. But unconsciously or somehow they playing it by not playing it. It's called dialectics. You play the game by not playing it. You see? You're playing the game by not playing it. It's over. You're dead in 5 minutes. What you gonna do? You light up one more cigarette. Yeah. There is 99% of people around who say this guy is crazy. Might be true, but their brain is full of fear and anxiety. They're afraid. Me? I find the happiness. That's the moment. You see? I conquer the life, the game. You think I'm crazy? They're crazy. What is crazy? You know? The secret is to be happy. Doesn't matter how you achieve the secret, you see. You can be happy taking some drug in your brain. You can be happy by meditating. You can glitch yourself rationally, irrationally. Who's give a shit? You can make yourself happy by making $1 million. You can make yourself happy by losing $1 million. It really doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you find the secret of the life called secret of happiness, and you are happy. What is being happy? Still and calm. Without fear. In control. I am in the control of this game right now. I'm relaxed. You see? I'm invincible in these fucking moments or situations. Once this guy pointed a fucking weapon at me, and I look at him and I said, I know the game. He put a fucking weapon down. I'm a Daniel. I talk to fucking lions. They come in the lion den. I pet them. Hey, how are you? They went to eat the fucking King Darius. You see? In this moment, or in this state of your soul or mind, you can achieve anything, whatever you want. You already achieve it. You just gotta materialize it. The question is, why the fuck you do these things? If the happiness is now, why you would travel to other fucking side of the world to look for something? Why you wanna be a fucking billionaire? If the happiness is now, you can control it. You can put it here like a golden dose in your vein, like a heroin. You can inject the happiness in you. That's a secret fucking thing, you see? That's a secret fucking meditation situation. Yeah. In this moment, You get compatible, you see? It's beyond, it's somewhere where there is no fucking linguistic models. We are somewhere back. My Australopithecus of Australia, you fucking monkey, you lizard, you see? Even the fucking degenerative lizard got a fear system and stuff like that, and there was some fish, he was so afraid, it's a lizard brain. I'm talking about 4 million years before. I'm talking about one big fucking bang. I'm talking to the big bang. I'm now in the fucking core of the glute, in vacuum. I dwelt on the life. It's not possible to express it by language. I'm somewhere where I'm untouchable. I'm in the vacuum. You see? I'm in this moment where I don't give a single fuck. I'm happy right now. I can have it every day. It's everywhere. It's all around you. You see? You can choose. You can walk down the fucking street and be happy every single fucking minute. You can be in permanent ecstasy from the life. But not like some motherfucker with the fucking eyes big like a fucking plates, like manifesting HAV happiness. Oh, manifest, I'm so happy. This kind of a fake happiness, like, no, it's not a real fake. This is still ego. I'm talking about total powderization of your ego. I'm talking about the truth set you free. The truth set you free. Who you are. Me, I'm a motherfucker. I lost 150,000 euro before I lost $1 million. I earn $1 million, I lose it, I gain it, I lose it. That's who I am. I'm a swing man. And I accept it. Who I am. And I'm in this game called life. It's a fucking rational roulette, I can never win it. I accept it. Yet I stay here. In this crazy game. And I control the game. I play it from the position when I stop playing it. And I start to win. And I like it. Yeah. I like it. I feel happy. In the morning when you wake up and you go and you walk your job and you look at the system of, I tell you some secret about these streets. They made in the diagonal 90 degrees, They lift up the fucking, they lift up the fucking doors or the doors of the cages. And the pigs, they're running to their jobs. They control by fear. They control by anxiety. The pigs get slaughtered, the lions, they get rewarded. I want you to be a lion. I want you to be the guy who is talking to lions and is not afraid of them, who pet them like a little fucking cats. It's up to you if you walk tomorrow in streets and you control by fear and anxiety. If your mortgage, will I pay my mortgage? Will the markets fall down? Will I use this? What will happen? Will my mother die? You can sleepwalking or you get awakened. And you start to enjoy the joy. Because you cannot control this game. And if I cannot control it, why should I worry about this? Can I control it? No, I cannot control it. I can't control it. I don't know what's gonna happen with silver or gold or shit. Maybe I do. I went to the vacuum. I knew what's gonna happen with the gold and the silver. I know the mathematical code. But you get there later on, you see? In the level of 4th, 5th, whatever, you player, your character, you see? You sleepwalking, whatever you call it, any kind of fucking terminology, you on the floor of the Maslow pyramid, you see? It can be Maslow pyramid. It can be age, time, money. You can measure also by this, that, knowledge. Or the degree of your consciousness. You're operating from the basic level. They put you in some street, in some town, in some language, to some people. They told you what to do, move like a fucking sheep. Then you awaken by age of 40, you say, oh my God, there was a program, they feed me. I'm a Democrat or Republican. I got a feeling I'm not none of it. But they want me to be fucking sheep. Let's say, then you realize that you can somehow manifest the reality, but not like you HIV fucking conscious guy, like, oh, I'm so positive, I love the fucking everything around me, I love the warmth, I go to park, I cuddle with them, right? No, I'm not talking about this. That's the moment when you realize that the time working different. That there are some mathematical fucking patterns which are repeating. And you enough courageous to acknowledge it. But yet you still don't understand the system. You don't know what's going on. You don't understand the patterns. Then you realize, most probably, there was information first. In the vacuum, in the core, there was information. And if there was information first, then there was a matter. And if you know the information, you can create the matter. I can manifest the reality. Because I know the particles moves in moment when they know I watch them, they move in different way. You go in theoretical physics, be my guest, verified. You find out the particles moving in double slit famous experiment in 1920s. They moving in different way. If you observe them, you see? Let's say that there are two fucking windows and the particles going this way and this, and they are split. When you put a fucking camera and you video the particles going this way, they behave in different way. When you turn off the camera, they behave different way. They go to this part, to this window. If you turn on the camera, they go this way. If you turn it off, they go this way. If you know something, congratulations. You get on another fucking level of consciousness. But it's not over yet, right? Then you catching all the synchronicities, You're looking at the signs. You can be fucking schizophrenic. You say, oh, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is this. Realize it's beyond the fucking mathematical fucking. It's impossible that the synchronicity is coming in series, and the series coming in the fucking waves. It's beyond the fucking odds. It's impossible that when you open the book and you find really something what you were looking for, or you're thinking about some person and he just meets you behind the corner, like you think, oh my God, how these things work? You don't know how they work, but you know that there is some pattern which is hidden. Congratulations, maybe you find out what is the fucking phi number. What is the fucking Fibonacci? You find out that the plasters and the flowers in David's flower are according to fucking mathematical pattern. You found out that the mathematics is a nature. And the man didn't create the mathematics. The mathematics is equal of nature. Then you tell me, this is great, but what else I can do? Well then, you realize it's all bullshit. You realize you've been just a character in the game where you were actually a player behind the screen. You realize that the life is highly irrational. You realized that there is no point to play the game and the life rationally. Because even though there is a mathematical pattern which you find out later on, in this level of a consciousness, when you awaken, it's like a pyramid. You realize there is no point to play the game rationally or do whatever you want to plan to do. Because on the end, there is always this anxiety. You make $1 million, $1 billion, you travel all the world. On the end, you sit there and you're afraid in the darkness. That's the rule of the game. The life is a one big fucking nightmare. There is so much suffering in it, more than pleasuring. You can accept that shit, and you cannot do nothing about it. So you stop suffering. Why are you suffering? You like a sadomasochist? You like to suffer? I already know. I am here to suffer, so why I would suffer? I stop suffering in a moment when I realize I'm here to suffer. You see, the particles go into the fucking proton neutron, they arrive there before they entered. They arrived there before they entered. The time is not linear. So the matter and all that shit. Then you can be in the situation when you really don't give a shit. You're in the high level of consciousness and you're smiling and you got some secret fucking energy. You don't need to sleep. You don't need to eat. You don't have a fear. You don't feel fear. Welcome to the world where I cannot feel the fear. It's like being a god or sociopath. You see? There is no fear. You get really relaxed and calm. Howdy. You get relaxed and calm. There is no fear. All the roads leads to Rome, huh? There is no fear. Then, congratulations. You got awakened. You can observe other people. They're scared. They're controlled by fear, by anxiety. You see? Then there is a moment when there is some resistance field. Just like in the force. In the middle of the fucking glute, which are the smallest particles in quadrants, and then the quadrants are in, I think, proton or neutrons, and not the protons and neutrons are in the core of the electron, and the electron is the fucking atoms, and the fucking air fucking molecules are big like my balls compared to fucking glutes. In the glutes there is a force, and the force behaves somehow. There is a mathematical pattern. I got no time to explain you that shit. I can send you that shit. There's a mathematics. If you understand the fucking pattern, what's happening with the force in the glutes, congratulations. You're on another higher level of unconsciousness. Consciousness. Which was unconsciously here, or no consciously. You see? Depends how you look at it. Think light and day and then light. Then you find a lot of these people, they look like they got crazy, right? They're smiling, they don't need to do nothing with their life, they stop taking shower, they're walking around the streets. They look like kind of crazy people like me, right? They knew the rules of the game, the irrationality. They knew the dialectic, they knew the basic paradox in your language, which when you realize that we all fucking lying, you see. I'm lying to you right away. Now, and not because I want to lie or they're malicious. That's how the language is built. I'm talking about beyond language. I'm talking about millions and millions of years. I'm talking about the bit. I'm talking about the Big Bang shit. That's where I am now. It's impossible even to tell you this. There are some mathematical equations which try to compute it, and they're pretty close. But don't you forget that any kind of equation which I send it to you is just a matter. But the matter gotta be put together according to the information. You on the highest, one of the highest level of consciousness. In this situation, you are like a god. You're not afraid. You're starting to have some strange energy, you know. Some people can be afraid of you, or some of them feel gravitated toward you. There is some kind of certain magnetism. Yeah. That's the moment when people come to you and they say, you've been drinking something, you were taking drugs or something, you were full of energy, did you take some drug or something? You talk to your fucking morning stars? You just reach the source of the energy. According to this fucking cosmos and universe blow up. You can put it to your fucking ears like a jazz. What is the music? What the fuck is the music? When you're listening Moonlight Sonata, what the fuck is the music? Could you give it to me? Where is it? Somewhere here at Beethoven. What is the fucking music? You take some fucking note on the paper, you know? You will look at it through the fucking microscope. What is the music? That's why the music is nothing else than the force which best, you know, transferring the secret code of energy. Everything is energy and some frequency, some signal. Some people like Nikola Tesla, some people, of course you can call them crazy. They got people of fucking psychosis. He says, I always plug myself to some universe and came to me just like that. It's a Eureka, right? It's a, you can achieve this? Yeah. You can do whatever you want. You can be fucking Da Vinci. You can build a beautiful bridge. You can pay to fucking Mona Lisa. You don't believe me? I teach you. You can do whatever you want. You realize you are your own God. You're the only person who you fucking sacrifice and worship. You're the God, the prayer, an American prayer. You're the American prayer, the beautiful night. You're the one who is praying to the God. And you got yourself. You don't matter, you're everywhere. You're on my balls, you here, there, you in Africa, you everywhere, right now. Everywhere. You see everything, everybody. You think I'm crazy? Might be possible, according to some laws of fucking psychiatrists. You cannot tell people these things, you know. In some fucking countries or some fucking times, they will put you on the file for witchcrafting, right? You can travel to some countries where you tell them this, they hospitalize you. That's the limitation of this fucking society, of this fucking world. But it doesn't take away from you the power. You see? Once you get the power and the energy, the passion, you see? What drives you, what motivates you, what made you who you are in this world? You somebody or nobody. What reborn you every day like a star. Have you seen the blow up the star? I've been there. It's so beautiful when the star is born. When the star falling down and the government, you make a wish. You travel from one star to another. You control the energy of the stars. We got a different kind of stars, like some fucking midget stars, whatever, like a sun. It's a little fucking dwarf or the little fucking midget man star, right? His degenerative galaxy is so boring, isn't it? Or it's not. I was lying to you. The language doesn't work. It's a glitch. It's just like fucking religion, you know? The language is something like a fucking Bible. Good luck and read that shit. Do you know there is another Bible? Yeah. There is Epos of Gilgamesh. Some chapters are similar. They copied. You think Jesus Christ didn't exist? Yeah, he was a carpenter. He made the job he did. Then he went somewhere. He pretended he died. He starts this beautiful sect called Christianity. Now starting the new sect. Then there was a fucking Muhammad, all these people, you see. You know one of the fucking Muhammad cousins? He converted to fucking Christianity? Yeah. It's fucking systems, you see. People praying, getting on their knees every day in some synagogue, temples, fucking churches, satanic churches, or whatever kind of churches. You know. Yeah. You can take this fucking motorbike and drive. You can steal it. It's all about energy, you know, how to start up, how to jump it up. I don't want to get in problems, you know. Yeah. But it's the limitations of this karmic life here. There are a lot of lives. They've been millions of lives. You've been living million times. You fragmented, defragmented yourself. You construct, you deconstruct. You blow up. You live and you die. 0 and 1. 1, 1. 2. That's it. Then there is number 3. We talk about this later on. But if you know the source of the energy, congratulations, you're something called mystic. You know, these people, they got a tremendous power. You see? They can control masses. Like this guy from Victor Ego, I read it in Czech, you know, the Red Man. He was able to play the flute, and all rats follow him. You can take a whole fucking mankind and make it splash into the toilet. If you wish, you can do so. Or you can just walk down the street in the quiet night and enjoy. Because you already did it in previous life, you remember? Maybe you're gonna do it again. Who knows? You can do anything. That's why when you start to read some kind of fucking poetry, after years and years, it starts to make sense. I'm the Lizard King. I can do anything. I'm the Lizard King. I can do anything. Yeah. Tell them you're crazy. Tell them you fool. Pretend being crazy and be a fool. If I can give you advice. But you don't need to follow it. You're free. You're free to do anything with your life, whatever you want, right? You can walk in one of the bar and look at some woman and make her wet. Talk to her. You can hypnotize her. Bring her to bed. Yes, I can teach you this. But you cannot use this fucking power, you see? I don't know if I can teach you this. Can you use this power in the right way? Yeah. I don't know about you, I start to feel a little bit better about myself. I feel I died 10,000 times, just like this galaxy. And I was born again. And I died tomorrow again. I reborn again. Just like everything, you see? Do you realize that we dead? Do you realize there are moments when your heart is stop beating? Do you know what is the frequency of the human fucking pulse, the numbers? Do you realize when you take a breath and then you exhale, in one moment you die a million times, all your cells die. And you're reborn again. The death is part of the fucking process. It's one of the code. Yeah. You don't need to be afraid of dying. It's a tool. I tell you the secret, you never die. You're immortal. Yeah. It's just hard to explain you because the language we're talking to is not structured for that shit. You just remember that everything is energy. And when you tune up yourself according to the right frequency, and then you receive and you signal. You see, you have a signal and you receive the energy from the goods, from the big bang shits, the source, the incredible million fucking H fucking bombs, nuclear one exploding. You take this energy, if you know the frequency, and you use this energy to create or to destroy, to die or to live. You can choose between. Be between. You can die and live in same moment. It's like look through the fucking kaleidoscope, you see? It's like looking at two full fucking windows of the split fucking experiment where the particles, one of them, they know when you're watching them. 0111. That's the code. This code built this fucking planet. This code is here. See? There is a golden angle, Fibonacci. There are other codes, other mathematical equations. You know the organization of the codes. The codes create highly irrational game, which start to make sense in a moment. When you stop follow what a category or denotate or connotate of the denotate of irrationality. You see, if you study the linguistic, you realize that there is a denotate and connotate. If you say bread and you're from fucking Bulgaria, you see the big fucking fat bread. If you're from America, you see the stupid degenerative white bread, whatever. If you're French, the bread is crispy and nice and dark, you see. The bread, the connotate of the word bread is different than it's denotate that what represents. This life is extremely irrational, which means it's rational. You see? The irrationality is rationality. I repeat it again. In moment when you simulate the irrationality of the life, you start to realize the patterns. Yeah. You're receiving the frequency. You're receiving the message, the signal. You can send the signal to other people through YouTube videos. Right now, or you load it, you send it later. You can keep the message for yourself. Be like a fool and smiling and being happy. Everybody look at you. What the fuck this guy know? I don't know. Why he doesn't give a single fucking shit? Why he's so cool? Why he doesn't give a single shit? Why he is happy? Why he is in the peace with everything? Yeah. Are you in peace? Me, I am. I feel like I could take a piss, actually. Maybe I'm gonna do this here. You know the beautiful fucking poem by Jean Rimbaud? I'm pissing in the fucking field of flowers. Of the yellow flowers. Maybe it's the flowers of Van Gogh. You know Van Gogh sold only one painting? The flower fucking painting. Only one. Van Gogh was living like a monk. Only twice per day he went to brothel. That's it. He was just painting. That's why you're drawn to art. Because the art is nothing else than shifra. It's a code. Amusing one, right? That's a code. Art is a code. Artists, mystics, they know something. Emilio Prados, Manuel Alto Lagger. Sounds like a fucking logarithm. Like a rhythm, don't you think so? Emilio Prados. Imprenta sur. Nuestra imprenta tenía forma de barco con sus barandas salvavidas, faroles, vigas de azul y blanco. Cartas marinas, cajas de galletas y vino para los naufragios. Era una imprenta llena de aprendices, uno manco aprendices como grumetes que llenaban de alegría el pequeño tal que tenía flores cuadros de Picasso, música de Don Munafala, libros de Juan Ramón Jiménez en los estantes. You see, the art or the language is something like an onion. You peeling off the fucking life and the onion. And the language is limiting. You see? You gotta go beyond the language to understand what I'm telling you to do, what I'm telling you to understand, which you obviously cannot understand. That's the fucking point of the language. Rincón de poesía, entre otras cosas. Emilio Prados. Have you heard about this? That the moon is, I think, 60 times. I'm not sure now. I gotta Google it out. But I think the moon is 60 or 600 times, smaller than the fucking Earth. This fucking degenerative planet which is spinning around. Yeah. That's the force. It's the energy. Everything is energy. What you send outside as who you are, that gravitates the shit back. You see, the law of attraction doesn't work. It's all bullshit. Law of attraction is some bullshit hippie shit with manifestation, like what I don't want wants me, etc. That's bullshit, you know. Law of attraction is bullshit. You want the second level of manifestation bullshits, you know, it's a misconception. It's not the theoretical physics, you know. Law of attraction doesn't work. Because if the law of attraction doesn't work, Elon Musk wouldn't be a billionaire. He wants so much. You see? That's where the billionaires operating from. It's not from the stupid law of attraction, you know. If the law of attraction in my work, because you look at the beggars, you know, who are the poorest people, you know, they beggars, right? They everywhere, right? They so much want the money, they so much want, you're praying 15 hours per day. You want the money, they want the money. And the people going passing, pissing on them, they fuck you, right? They so much wants the fucking money and the money getting away from them, right? So you would say the law of attraction fucking works, right? But it doesn't work. Look at the fucking Jeff Bezos. Look at this. You know, these people, they actually didn't operate, you know, from the level like they want the fucking money, you see? They didn't want the money. They follow the code. That's where the billionaires operating from. If you want, I can tell you how to become multimillionaire or billionaire. It's not an easy thing, but it's not a difficult one. They understand the code, the mechanism. The money is just a power. You can tell people you have $10 million and you have same power just like the 10 millionaire. You can be a 10 millionaire idiot walking down the street and he got a lot of power, but he don't know how to use it. You walk in the fucking street, you tell people I'm a multimillionaire. And then the thing's happening. You got a power of the money. You don't need to have a money. You just need to have a capital of the power. Capital of the power is money. You can lie you have a money and you get a power. And then the power gives you the money. That's why it's true. You act like a rich, you become one. That's an old fucking trick. If you wanna be rich, you can become rich. That's the low level how to get there. Act like a rich, you become one. It's possible. Or you can understand the mathematical code and you're operating from the level, not like Jordan Belfort. They are these multimillionaires. They hustlers. They act like a rich. They become really one. Or you look at the bottom of the things. You look at the bottom of you want to see how this shit is built, how this ring is built, how this shit, everything is built here. There is a mathematical code there. That's why a lot of these billionaires are programmers, you see. Like a Musk, he wrote the codes. Nothing than just fucking mathematics. If you learn the fucking codes, you can become one of them. Yeah. I guess it's not what you want, right? I guess what they don't want. Did you know about this? As much money you got, as unhappy you are? There is this fucking code, you know. There is this fucking hormones in the brain. You're making $500 per month, you're very unhappy. You're making $5,000, you're becoming much, much more happier, you know. You're making 20, 50,000, 500,000 per month. That's it. This is the level. 500,000 per month. $500,000 per month, that's it. Then the drugs stop working in your brain. Yeah, it's a balance. You're between. You're in middle. You can get a happiness through printing money. The money is Chinese papers with pictures on it, giving you the power. That what gives you the happiness is the power behind the fucking money. What is the fucking money? It's a piece of silver? It's some fucking token or fucking bank frame? We agree on this, I give you this token, which represents $200 million. You agree with me? You agree with me? This $1 is 100 cents? What is 100 cents? It's just a fucking code written in computer. If 20% of Americans tomorrow go withdraw their saving, everything bankrupt. The bankruptcy is coming. It's a mathematical code. The USA is bankrupting. The money are collapsing. Oh my God. Those 100,000 fucking collapse of the currencies, you see? If you want really mathematics or some numbers, we around 200 years before fucking Rome. When fucking before Christ, when people walking down the hills and they find this piece of fucking metals with silver, copper, they start to bring it to Rome, they start to manufacture it. They say, before one cow was equal, I don't know, one horse was equal to 2 cows, blah blah. Here comes the fucking silver coins. There comes the Chinese papers, 1870. Then the currency collapsed many times, you see. What is money? It's Chinese papers, it's a piece of gold, it's a time. It's energy. It's information. The money is information. It's the information what stock goes up and down. You break the code, you don't need to work. It's possible. I mean, it's certainly doable. I'm a fucking evidence of that shit. Do I look to you like a stock trader? I studied philosophy. I even didn't know how to fucking switch my fucking phone, It's like... But I know what a fucking money is. I know the information. I know the mechanism. Yeah. So you can. And one day you have a money and you're not happy. Yeah. Or maybe you are. Congratulations. Then you finish on the second level. I think you on the first level. Then the worst thing which can happen, I don't think so many people are on the one level, like you wake up sleepwalking, going to work like an idiot, doing this, repeating I'm Democrat. They put a program in my fucking brain. All the fucking shit, all these fucking black operations, CIA shits in your brain, Tavistock, all that crap, you see. Just give a fuck, It's just a program, Most people are on the second level, They know something going on here. They say like, the fuck? Some other people, they know the code. They know how to make things. They know how to be on the right time in the right moment. They got a frequency, they got a signal. They tune up the frequency, they receive the message, they capitalize. They materialize the information into the Chinese papers, euro, dollars, whatever you want, a piece of gold, 5 apartments. You think you need the money to acquire 5 apartments? No. You don't need capital to get 5 apartments. Yeah. I got 5 apartments without fucking paying for them. I made some other people pay for it. I just moved the capital. I make it look like a move. So they the bankers are in programs, They are running the program. You talk to somebody who is on the 2nd, 3rd level, from the 4th, 5th, 6th level. He's a player, or maybe character, and you highest consciousness up there. You travel from 6th, 7th level, from the top there, from the vacuum inside, whatever you want to call it, from this force of the stars, you personalize as a character. Or as a player who playing the game like a character. The banker woken up. His name is Jose Lopez, whatever, born 1962. You know, he's 64 years old. He got a 2,000 euro salary. He works in Cajamar, whatever. He following the programs. He got a really programs in his computer. He got a wife, all these shits. He's scared. If you know the character and the player, and you're behind the player, behind the screen, and behind everything up there, you can talk to him in a way he sent you the fucking money on some kind of a project. Yeah. That's how the fucking economical corrupted leaders from European Union operate. That's how operate, I would say, third level of billionaires, knowing the things. One person creating the rules, constantly breaking it, and enforced 99 to follow it, 99% of consciousness. Which you part of it, most probably, because you stop by program called fear. Have you observed about these fucking people who don't follow this 99? There's something off slightly. It's no fear. It's chickiness. It's yeah. You can do it on the sophisticated way with the suitcase and the project. Walk into the bank and ask for a couple of millions. Or you can really walk to the banker and talk to him according to some code, tone, frequency of the voice. You can hypnotize him to give you money over the counter. Tell him everything is okay. Is it? Yes, it is. I want 20,000 euro. I feel bad. I feel something is off about this. I cannot put... You work here, you banker, you work with the fucking money. Yes, I do. I'm a client of the bank, you see, there is my ID here, there. There was some misunderstanding. You tell the code, right? You tell him some things in some certain voice and tone. Say, look at the fucking monitor. Look at inside. There was a mistake. The 20,000 transaction didn't push through. They send it to me. There is some piece of fucking paper. What is this? There's some code, check, whatever name, shits. I want you now go back to the safe and bring 20,000 euro in cash and bring it to me. Because it's okay. Listen to me, it's okay, it's okay. There is a program in your head going, you banker, orders. You work with the orders. Bank orders, operation, orders. You wake up, you take your fucking clothes, you know, everything. I come, I talk to you. In 10 seconds, I'm gonna talk to you. And the order switch in your brain. Are you banker? You following orders? Yes, orders. Do you have brain full of orders? Yes, I have orders. I follow the orders, basic orders. I transfer the money. The system gets some orders. I told you this order is okay. This equation is okay. You bring me $20,000. 20,000 euro. You bring me brick of the gold. You handle it to me. The order is okay. The order is okay. Everything is order. This order is okay. You gotta tell him something else, actually. But when you tell him, and you know how to tell him, then he handle you the fucking money. Yes. As easy as it is. You see, people do things you want them to do. If you tell them or you operate with the frequency on the level which is above them. Something switch in their brain. I start to do things. We've seen it many times. You're playing the fool, and the whole rats following you. There's so many people like Hitler. He just set the emotional order. It was an order in German language. The order. There were some words. Your soul is corrupted. You down, you see, between the wars. There is a victory. What is the word called victory? I don't know German, you know. So sick? Hail American Night. That's a real American fucking poem by Jim Morrison. Hail American Night. Sick. Hail. I want you to be victor. It's an order. They follow Hitler. Yeah. They're following a lot of people. They're following Ursula von der Leyen. I think her charisma code is a little bit, it's not so strong, right? Well, you got a fucking Le Pen here. Yeah. You got a lot of people here. They operating on some levels in the whole fucking system, in this planet. Everybody moving, the waves are part of the fucking sea. You see? There are these synchronicity series. It's one big fucking mechanism. Seems to be pretty irrational. On the first glimpse, it is. Once you put yourself out of these orders, this magnetic force, you can direct it. You can choose be in it or out of it. You can get carried away by a river, or you can resist. You can resist against the resistance field. Of course, it's not for everybody, right? A lot of people start to talk to you. They are like, oh my God, you change, you different, you crazy, whatever, you don't give a shit, you're so light-hearted. Sometimes things stop working. Have you observed it? You want to open a computer, laptop, phone, blackout. Really blackout. The technology stopped working. You got a red line, You're walking to the fucking zebra, yeah? You walk to fucking zebra. There is a red fucking. You go to another one, red. You wanna catch a fucking taxi now? Somebody took it before. You wanna catch the train? Last second, the doors closed. Your battery on your phone stopped working, the internet, everything. It's a resistant field, you see? It's a program in this world. It's a fear. This resistant field here is here for only one reason, to stop you. So you go back to level 1, 2, 3, you know what I say? You go back to work, you say, oh my God, I find something, but I'm walking back. It's not for me. People saying I'm crazy. I'm losing friends. This, that. I speak strangely. I open the door with magnitude of the energy, and I don't know what to do with it. I get scared. Yeah. I should go back. That's the resistance field. You go through that shit, just like in the fucking video game, you see? The resistance field stop working. One day, everything start to work. There is a green light. You're catching the trains, everything. You're walking down the street, you're smiling, people smiling back. You go to the banker, he sent you money. Everybody sent you money, everybody bringing you money. Everything is happening. You push through the resistance field. Yeah. You went through the resistance field. Congratulations. You find yourself maybe within the, I would say, couple of thousand people on this earth. If if I gotta fucking express it by numbers, yeah, not so many people like that. You don't meet so many. Then you start to hear, I never met person like you. It's because you never met person like me. Congratulations. You gone through the fucking resistance field. You know something what other people don't know. Or they refuse to know it, or they got scared to know it. They got followed, controlled by fear. The resistance field pumped them back. Behind the curtain, there are these people. Yeah. They flying by jets. They're fucking presidents. Respectively, they have their own presidents. Every president is a fucking bitch. He's just an actor, you see? Look at all these fucking people like Elon Musk. All these motherfuckers, you really believe it? Some old man, all these motherfuckers, you don't believe they legit? No, they not legit. They not real? You know the fucking internet was invented by fucking US Army? They put it in 1983 or 1984 on the market. It was like an intranet. And they said, I quote, it's useless invention. We give it on the free market. We declassify it. Yeah, CIA got a 10,000 employees. Amazon has 50, 70,000, Google 70,000. 90% of CIA operates unclassified. There is 1,000 classified agents. You see? These people come out with GPS. You can Google it out. Right now, the GPS is owned by American Defense Ministry. They bring these motherfuckers. They bring Zuckerberg. They bring fucking Elon Musk. Because if the fucking US degenerative fucking army, which is not degenerative, but you know what I mean, if the US army will tell you that you should go to your fucking, you should go to your fucking municipal fucking house, or you should call your senator, and they will send you these little fucking phones, you know, with GPS on it, an internet that you should connect. Your CIA and the US Army told you to buy a fucking smartphone and get connected, and they harvest all the data and use you, the algorithm, control you, hack your camera. You know about this? The 30% of cameras are hacked. Everybody is wired. All these people on Bloomberg work for CIA. They don't know about it. They contractors. They hypnotized. They know the classified fucking agents. They even don't know they fucking drafted. All these fucking things, when you think it over, you would buy a fucking phone and put your GPS location? Would you log into Facebook? If CIA knock on your door and say, hey, we come out with Facebook, you know, you can put your date, birth date, your national fucking number, what is your weight, all the pictures, and we want you to update every fucking single day on Instagram and Facebook what you fucking doing. You would not do this. But they bring a fucking Zuckerberg. Oh, try this Facebook, it's so funny. Do you know these motherfuckers building a town in Greenland? Do you know they all moving to Greenland right now? With Jeffy Bezos, everybody. You would do this? You would order the fucking book on fucking Amazon? Oh. You would call CIA to ship you the fucking book to give you ID, all that shit? No. That's why Jeffy Bezos give you Amazon. That's why Zuckerberg give you fucking Facebook and Instagram. And when you stop using Facebook, he come out with Instagram and WhatsApp. Yeah. That's why fucking Elon Musk come with the Twitter and all that shit, you know? That's why he come with the fucking electromobiles. You would buy from CIA or US Army the car which controlling you, scanning the fucking screen of your retina, locking the wheel? Hey Greg, hey Daniel, you cannot keep going. I'm in the middle of the desert, but we checking screen your fucking retina. It's like, it's peeling off. It's not safe to drive. No, listen. You gotta unlock the wheel. I'm in the middle of desert. We forget you fucking die here by fucking hunger because the nearest town is 48 hours by fucking driving. But it's not safe. It's not safe to drive. Okay, we unlock it. We just fucking a little bit frighten you up, right? You can keep going. We just went to fucking Google. We put it in calendar and contacted the motherfucking optometrist. And next Wednesday at 9 a.m. I fetch you the fucking appointment at the doctor. In that moment, they know your house will be 3 hours empty. It's a smart house connected to your smart car. Everything, they locate you, go there, where you take the data, you hack it, you hack that shit, there's camera, everything. I can go to your house, I can unlock it. I don't need to go there, right? Why you would do this? To get the fucking money? You don't gotta have any money in the house. There is no money, it's cryptocurrency. See, we give you just the food. If you're a good person. Give people bread and the games. Panem. Have you ever wondered why all these football players and these idiots are ridiculously overpaid? You're drafting some fucking player for a couple of billions, you know. You build a stadium for millions and millions dollars. You get a fucking players. You do all this theater. And then you let people to watch the games. Fuck, but you gotta pay for the ticket, right? That's why you got a fucking humanoids, fucking robots. Where inside there is some guy who is controlling the fucking robot behind the corner, and there is cameras. And when you say, bring me the fucking glass of juice, then the humanoid goes to fridge. Because there is some guy in central who watching you, listening to you, and he's doing like that, and he moving the humanoid robot. Yeah. Interface fucking interbrain technologies. The biological material, you see? The chips. All that shit. That's the last fucking station. 1984. Yeah. We all know this shit. And yet, we're just walking like 99 to get slaughtered like a pig. Because they told you so. You can verify all these things, what I'm telling you. There is a big financial reset. Yeah. But don't worry about it, because it's just one simulation program, you see? On this degenerative planet. You should take it easy. Don't you forget, it's all fucking gadgets. It's just a metal. Some fucking kid was sledgehammered down, on the rope to some fucking dirty pool to take a cobalt or whatever fucking shit to make a fucking mine, some fucking metals, feeding him in Africa for $1 per fucking hour. They put the kids down in mine, you see, and they bring them these fucking metals. They send it to fucking USA. Yeah. They create the phones for $1,000 worth of $10, $20 maybe. They sell it to you 1920. Like a Walmart, Mr. Walmart. He never sell nothing unless he got 30% commission. All that crap. You think you're paying 30%, you're paying 300%. You get your fucking humanoid robot. You know what you got? You can buy him for 400 fucking euro. You can buy him for 20,000 to clean your motherfucking room and apartment. But you don't have 20,000, so you can pay every month 400 to have a humanoid robot. He will fucking clean, have a cameras, take care about fucking old people, making them fucking companion in the retired houses. You put down the price exactly. Who would fucking rent somebody for $500-600 to clean him apartment? You do it for $350. That's why you get a fucking robot. Yeah, which is not a robot. It's just a spy. You take the 400, you pay it, because the people will not fucking clean anymore. There will be only robots which can clean. People will even forget how to clean. If they don't forget it, we disable them how to fucking do it. We create a problem. We sell you the solution. It's easy to create humanoid robots. It costs you a couple of dollars, you see. And you put some poor motherfucker who you train for $300 who fucking is behind the curtain, operating the fucking humanoid. You think the artificial intelligence will save you? No, it won't save you. The price of the food will jump 1,000 times, 100 times up. They control the capital, Das Kapital. Who was this guy, Marx? Yeah, just an actor, right? Fucking stupid clown, idiot. Intelligent, but yeah. He was there, to balance. It's all distraction, you see? Yeah. But the solution is not rational, you remember. The solution is emotional. If you know the things, you can act and be really free. But the solution of the problem is emotional. It's not rational. The game is highly irrational and rigged and crazy. There are studies which telling us that there are 40 times more suffering than pleasuring. We know this. That's why we got these fucking bodies. Yeah. We gotta connect the dots. That is the game. If you know this, you can emotionally disconnect yourself and stop being controlled. But it's an emotional thing, you see. Most probably you're not gonna do this. You say like, this is nice, but what can I do? I cannot change nothing. Yeah, you can change everything. You gotta go through the resistant field with the fear and bullshits. You can liberate yourself. You can be free as a bird. Yeah. Nice chit chat. Nice little fucking small talk here. Yeah. What you gonna do is it? If you know you can liberate yourself. You remember yesterday you don't exist. Where is the yesterday? What is this guy yesterday there? Is some fucking Daniel behind the corner? I don't remember. Some past there? The past doesn't exist. So the future. Only the moment. In this moment of quiet, beautiful night, you can be just here with the universe. You can plug yourself up there. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. It's all energy. That's why you got all these people in art and books. I love people like Jack Kerouac. They find something, these guys. I love these guys. They find out, they talking, they push it to the limits. I read it many years back in Czech language. Most of the books, I don't know how to translate it. He called it, let's talk right now, right now. Let's talk like we crazy. Let's talk like tomorrow I cannot talk to you anymore. You see? There were a lot of mystics like fucking motherfuckers who use this power. Like Steve Jobs. The geniality of the Steve Jobs was nothing else than he operated from the level of 12 to 18 hours. He really did it. That's all what you gotta do is do it. That's it. You gotta do it. That's it. That's it. You don't believe me? Yeah. You're working in the sales? What you selling? Fucking bottle of vitamins or shit? You start to sell your fucking product 10 times more. You're selling a toothpicks? You're selling a cans of fucking color? You're selling your phones, programs? You're selling it wrong. You gotta sell it to rich people in the high volumes. You increase the price. And just do it. That's it. You walk the bank. You say, could you give me $10,000? No, I can't. Okay, I just ask. You walk down the street, you ask some woman, hey, would you like to have a sexual intercourse with me? No, I could. I don't want. I just ask. Do you know how to ask? If you know how to ask, she says yes. If she says no, okay, it's no. You gotta do it. Steve Jobs knew it's 12 to 18 hours. You gotta do it now. You see, now. Jack Kerouac knew it now. I gotta talk now. I don't wanna talk to you now. I don't give a fuck what is your religion, if you're fucking Catholic or whatever shit, what's your color of your skin, where you're coming from, whatever. I wanna talk to you like a human being to another human being right now. We are two human beings here right now. I wanna talk to you. Tomorrow I'm dead. I will never meet you anymore. You see? I wanna talk to you now. Tell me your secret. Tell me who you are. Just like Gauguin written on one of his beautiful painting. Who we are, where we coming from, where we heading to. And I would say how together. You can talk shits, or you can talk and push it to the limits. I call it the real talk. You can talk real. You see? You can just go through the information. You put a fucking signal, you see, the frequency. I talk about things which matters to me now. You don't follow? A motherfucker, unconventional, piece of shit, crazy guy, asshole? I don't give a shit. I don't waste my time. I go to the core, to the bottom of the things. You don't listen? You take the pearls, you splash it to the toilet. People talk every day, you see? They talk shit. They meet each other, hey, how are you? Right, what's going on here? Hey, how are you? And this, that. You gotta go right to the bottom. You want somebody to do something, you talk to him, you tell him. He says, like, nobody told me so directly, fast, like you. I never thought about it. Yes. Let's do it. Okay. You can act. You can change. You can do anything. You're the lizard king. You can be anybody. If you don't like it, you switch, you die, you're born again. See, it's just a character. Yeah. You're player of this character. You kill this character. Tomorrow he wakes up, shave up, going to bank, being a prick, whatever. You wanna be a fucking guy who owns the flower shop? You wanna be a drug dealer? You wanna be billionaire? It's up to you. It's just a program. Yeah. You see, people don't talk. They talk, but they don't talk. That tone, so many words, you know. Has so many bullshits, you see. Remember, it's a time, 12 to 18 hours. That's it. 12, 18 hours. Tomorrow you're dead. You talk somebody tomorrow like you never talk to him anymore. Yeah. You think like you're not gonna think anymore, like you're dead tomorrow. You imagine things like you can never imagine them. You travel to some places like you could never travel there. If you want to change things, you can. You can jump on a plane and fly tomorrow to fucking Caracas with $10 in your pocket. You can buy one night in the hotel room, and then you have no more money. Then there will be a resistance field. There will be fear. The things won't work. But then you go through it, the things start to change. You see, you can come to this conclusion by different methods. One of them is you can take some kind of drugs which are not actually drugs, because the real drug is something which makes you addicted, like cocaine or heroin. You can take a psychedelics. Yeah. You can do psilocybin, DTM, whatever. I never did that shit. I did psilocybin, I never did DTM, all that shit, ketamine. But you can do that shit. I think it's a great thing. I met people whose mind was changed. They see things. I met this guy from Panama. He was a Russian, you know. And in Siberia, they gave him this plant, which is very similar to ayahuasca, which actually I took in Peru. I was before lying to you a little bit, right? But I never smoked the, you know, the chemical thing. I got a natural one, right? And I told him what I gone through, and he told me, when I took this fucking plant and I drink that thing, I was like, I will not bother you what he saw. And then he says, when I was getting awakened and the drug stopped working, it was just a drug. Let's call it a drug now. It's not a drug, but the thing, whatever you want to call it. You see how the words, the Nietzsche he was a smart philologist. He finished the philology in the age of 20. He was professor of philology end of 21. Nietzsche understand he was not a psychologist, sociologist. He knew that what fucking moves, what is the most important thing is the language, which is the barrier and that's why it is the drugs, which are not drugs again, but we gotta use this connotate, referring to this denotatum of this thing, of this drug. He took that things and he told me his name was Andrei. The name was fake. He told me he's a grandson of fucking Andrei Tokarev, the guy who invented the pistol, right? I told him, yeah, sure, man, my name is Heckler & Koch, motherfucker. Actually, there was Heckler & Koch, his fucking grandson, who was building this crypto casino with Satoshi and the Bitcoin and all these shits in Panama, and forget about this, you see. And Andrei told me, when I was getting awakened, they gave me a glass of water, just like normal water which I was drinking in Russia. And I started to drink it. And I told them, why the fuck you put 50 spoons of sugar in it? And they say, we didn't put any sugar in the water. But he says, it was so sweet. I saw they put like 20 grams of fucking sugar in the one glass of water to melt it. That's how this water was sweet. Then after a couple of hours, 1-2 days, the water stopped tasting. It stopped tasting sweet. That's a fucking fluoride. They giving you fluoride in the water. Yeah. You see, you can use these fucking drugs to reset you. That's the one way how you can do these things. Then there is a second method, philosophy. Right on. But I would say not a philosophy. Not a philosophy like you're studying the fucking at the university, you are a professor of phil. You can do still, like a fucking Sartre, who was, by the way, he injected the fucking LSD, and he was 10 or 15 years. He felt like the fucking crabs following him. Sartre got a 15-year psychosis that the crabs following him. He even gave the hallucination names, you see. He was hallucinating several months, hospitalized. And he was like, he fall in love with this nurse. It helped him because he says, there are so many crabs trying to get in my room. It's like 10, 15 years, the hallucination persists because he took too much fucking LSD. Yeah. Then the hallucination eventually went away. What the fuck is the hallucination? You see? What the fuck is the psychosis? It's a piece of fucking paper to hospitalize some brothers and sisters who knows too much. And you would not hospitalize them? They're pretty dangerous. Imagine that everybody operate on the same level like me. Imagine everybody knows these things. You cannot fucking make the world working in the way it works, right? You need 99% fucking pigs go to the work. You need to put them on the lower level of consciousness. You cannot operate. You cannot. How the world will look like, Messiah? What you suggesting here? Equité, liberté, légalité? No. They tried. Yeah. Then comes the Marxy. Then comes the fucking little Jew Hitler. Even the fucking Goebbels, he got a fucking Jewish name. Yeah. You cannot let people operate on this level. A lot of people trying that shit. Have you observed all these billionaires or these crazy people? Do you know the fucking mouse, the computer mouse was invented by the guy on LSD. He took so much LSD that he saw his hand getting prolonged. That's how he got the idea. You see? Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Have you observed about this beautiful song by Beatles something? LSD. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Yeah. But these things are just the chemical drugs, yeah. That's the one way how to do it. Second way is a philosophy. You can study philosophy like Sartre, who did it, he says both sides, please. He says like, I find something, but I want the LSD. I love this guy. I love Sartre. I love this guy. I prefer him much more than Camus. Camus was an idiot who got hit by the fucking ambulance. Did you know that Camus was a significant part of his life? He was suffering from depression? Yeah. Sartre? He never had a depression. He was cool as fuck. He was so relaxed. Even though he did so much LSD. And then he was followed by crabs. So the second thing is fucking philosophy. But not a philosophy that you are some fucking prick who got a fucking nice essays and shits. I'm talking about real philosophy. Like this motherfucker who lives in the fucking barrel. You see? I'm talking about fucking Socrates, who never fucking writes something. Platon was a schmuck, you see? I'm talking about speakers. Socrates was crazy guy. He was probably in the center part of the Athens where there was this exchange of money and everything, people getting, and he was like shouting at people. He was provocateur. He was crazy guy. He knew nothing. He was just a fool. He's just a fool who took a poison. Chicory. Yeah. He operates from the level of the billionaires. He could be a billionaire. He was. The philosophy or scratching under the surface. You can meditate. But not meditate like, I manifest. You're scratching things. You follow the signs, the series. You're thinking. You're heating up your fucking brain. You're heating it so much. Your brain is computer? We use it 5-7%. Some of people use it a little bit more. We use the capacity of our brain just 5-7%. We don't know too much what's happening with our brain. But some brothers and sisters, they use the computer in different way. They're scratching under the surface. They keep going. They're scratching under the surface, years and years and years. These fucking crazy monks, they know something in these fucking temples. It take them 50 years. Fucking Buddha, Siddhartha, all these people, they knew something. Socrates was taking LSD. He was in the fucking Plato's fucking cave watching the fucking... He was watching reflections of the ideas, of the shadows. And he says, this is not the real world. This is the terrestrial world. It's the paintings. And there is a fucking shadow. But we never know what is behind the fucking stone cave. What is really inside, in this trans-phenomenal world phenomenal, like Schopenhauer called it. You can look behind the curtain. You can look behind the curtain, and you can look behind the couloirs of the world, of this fucking mechanism. You can hush yourself. You can make time to work in different ways. by intensive meditation and thinking. You can take drugs. You can do both. You can do philosophy. Philosophy is nothing than meditation. Philosophy was before with physics and chemistry. Yeah. It's still there. Theoretical physics. You can be Carl Gustav Jung, who didn't, I guess, up to my knowledge, never take these psychedelic things. But he was a psychotic. Did you know about this? Did you read a fucking book, read book? Jung was psychotic. Always when he was treating the patients, he got 1 hour of psychosis. And now I just get a message on TikTok after years and years. I log into TikTok only for a couple of minutes in Panama, and here comes the beautiful message. And you know what is the message? Many are searching for this now, fall in love. When I'm talking to you right now, it's beyond the synchronicities, beyond the imagination of the mathematical odds. But I don't want to tell you, or I cannot tell you by language, the codes. Then there is the third option, how you can get awakened, you see? By drugs, by 10 or 15, 20 years of meditation, studying philosophy, scratching things, or you happen to be in a very serious, life-threatening, crazy situation. It's like there's somebody point a weapon at you, or you got a heavy car crash. Well, you survived the fucking plane crash. Your fucking wife or mother died in the car crash, or your father died on cancer on Friday. On Wednesday, your mother died by car crash, and on Saturday, your fucking kids died, and on fucking Monday, it's a fucking nice week. Your wife died, or whatever. Everybody fucking, they call it, you become crazy, a low stress. Or these people start to behave very dangerously or irrationally. They went to wars like reporters. There were stuntsmen, soldiers, all these people, you see. Warriors, revolutionary people, doers, non verba acta. This is the three ways how you can get fucking awakened. Yeah, you can do all of them. You can take a fucking ayahuasca, jump on the plane to fucking Brazil or Somalia. You see, you can fly to fucking Mogadishu or fucking Port-au-Prince. It's $10. Then you get out of the fucking air. I heard of Mogadishu. I heard of Port-au-Prince is more dangerous than Mogadishu. I want to fly to Mogadishu, sooner. They say you can get to Port-au-Prince, the most dangerous town in the world. You get out of the plane, you take LSD, and you walk down the fucking streets, right? And most probably something happened, and then you take last $30,000 you have, and you lose it at the markets or something, and you do it after your fucking family die. I can fucking guarantee you that this will be the best day of your life if you survive it. Yeah. If you gone through the fucking ritual of the death. If you navigate yourself in this resistance field of the fear and the shit. If you totally intuitively follow the force in the glutes and the force and the code following, what you're doing before you're doing it, because first is the information. Some people born naturally, That's the fourth category with these skills. Might be Socrates. Might be low people. Not a lot. Couple of thousands, 10,000, I don't know. Maybe 1-2 million. And most of them, they don't care to share that shit with you. They happy. They don't give a shit. They know how to work. They know how to just having a joy. And they enjoy every single motherfucking moment. If you know the secret of the life and the happiness, would you care to force somebody? No, you won't. Why the fuck you would do that shit, right? You in the inner fucking peace, right? Yeah. Or you like to fucking play. You like to act. You pretend being stupid. Some of these people, they act. Yeah. And then things happen in the world. Maybe you're one of this person. Yeah. You know, everybody gonna get this fucking power. That's the most funny thing about everything in this life. That everything is force and action and energy. You have to do things, you see? If you don't do things, you don't move. You gotta do things. Have you observed all these fucking people who hack the game? I call it hack the system, you know. Like first, you know, the irrationality and craziness of the system, which is highly irrational and everything. And then you act psychologically, according to the fucking codes. The psychology is nothing else than, again, codes, you see. You act in the roles and the programs and whatever you call it, masks or codes, according to some modus operandi. You act and you hack the system. First you hack the system so you don't need to bother to go to work. Because only idiot going to work, you see? Even idiot Marx knew this, right? Marx gotta go to work to suck the fucking Engels dick, right? But Engels knew that shit. He knew that the work is a joke. Because when the fucking Oliver Twist was sent down to the fucking mine and they gave him 10 cents and the capitalism with Adam Smith, this fucking idiot, you know, who forgot to tell you the capitalism is here since we crawled from the cave. When these fucking idiots come out with the construction of the work, you know, and they tell you, in Switzerland, if you dishwasher, you have 20 fucking francs, 20 euro per hour. Here in Malaga, you dishwasher, you have 5 euro. In Denmark, you have 15. Why? Because we say so. You could have 5,000 fucking dollars per hour being a dishwasher. Did you know that the fucking, on the lowest levels in the corporate, the people working like idiots for some coins like 10,000 euro per fucking month, the salaries are 100, 200,000. And they call it rich, you see. Or they think they fucking affluent. Or that's it. They forgot they fucking slaves, you see. Then the people on the up CEOs, they making $5-7 million per fucking year, you see. But they still fucking slaves working 40 fucking hours. But, you know, per fucking, you know, 2-3 days or whatever, they working pigs like actors or animals like Elon Musk or these degenerates, not the real unstressed, not the real billionaires who in the shadow, you know, you never even find these people in the Google, right? These people are something like the guy who was arrested a couple of years back in Milan. He was ruling the fucking La Cosa Nostra, and all his life he was living in hostels and 5-star, 1-star, disgusting, filthy hotels, driving in Citroen or Fiat worth of $1,000, wearing the fucking jacket, living in some subterranean fucking shitholes with billions and billion dollars on account. You see? That's the people I'm talking about. The people who are invisible. Like Cheryl Butler says, you know what is the trick of the real evil? The evil pretend not to exist. It doesn't exist. I'm not here. I don't exist. I have no ego, nothing. I'm just some schmuck here, you know what I say? They totally hidden, or they pretend to be other people. They pretend to be other people. They simulate. They really pretend they wake up, they go to work, or they have some fucking investment, they are rolling some money or shit like that. They say I have rich parents or whatever shit or whatever. They say I'm fucking millionaire, or I just want 2-3 millions. You see, when the work was invented, they forgot to tell you, my friend. Marx forgot to tell you that you should have $5,000 being a dishwasher. 1, 10, 15, 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. It's no fucking difference, million. You're just adding the fucking numbers. If you're selling something, you increase the numbers. You see? You come to somebody, you tell him, I have the information for you. The information costs $10 million because it will make you $100 million. Or you can go, and if you idiot, you can get rid of this information for $1 and somebody make 10,000 times more on that information. The only trick is to do it. That's it. You tell the number, they do it. There are always people who are willing to pay for information. There are always people who are willing to pay for information a lot of money. Because they printing their own money in central banks, or they got people who printing it for them, you know. Or they checking up the fucking prices of silver, or they manipulating the fucking market like fucking Donald Trump. You see, it's just a fucking paper, you know. Chinese paper. Again, it's not a fucking money. It's not real. It's not real, you see. It's just the power. It's the information. If you're a mystic, you pass this information for free. Who listens? Just few. Just a few of them. You see? The fundamental thing is to do the thing. Just do it. You see? Wake up, shave yourself. You wanna hack the system? You know how the system works. You need $5-7 million. You put it in the bank, you get it, and then you get a time. You get a power. The money represents the power. The power represents the time. Time to do whatever you want to do in life, no matter how crazy it is. Like a walk whole fucking nights and talk to yourself. You can do whatever it will fucking make you happy. The secret is being happy. Yeah. First, you need a time. Once you get a time, a lot of people, they don't want time. They alone with themselves. They gotta go to work. Because what they would do is their lives if they didn't go to work. They couldn't complain that the work is bad paid, you know. You see, there are people who fucking flying by fucking commercial flights. The people who have no idea what is achievable. Everything is possible. You just gotta do it. You just gotta know the information. You gotta operate from a higher fucking level of consciousness. But you have to travel from different levels of the consciousness. If you talk from this fucking level to somebody, he would categorize you as a schizophrenic or some crazy guy, you see? You gotta put it in their programs. You gotta go on the level of 4, 3, 2. Most people on level 2, you see? Not so many are on the level fucking 1, like a fucking idiots who wake up and they realize what's going on. You see, they're not animals. They know there are some fucking social structure rules, Maslow pyramids, bullshit, whatever. They know if they're licking the balls of the fucking boss or they overwork their ass. Most of these idiots, they didn't realize that the capitalism is just a degenerative concept which is totally expired. And they based their money on their fucking, on their time. So you have these degenerates who working 100 hours per day to make more money because they are idiots, you see. Then you got people who knows information, and the 1 second information is equal of thousands of hours of work, and each one of the hour of the work is paid by $10,000. You see, the time is the most important thing, the value of the time. And then you have the information which is valuable. You don't need people who are needers around. Everybody needs something. You gotta have the information which people value. What kind of information you have that people not need it, but they value it, they're willing to pay millions for this. Literally every day. There is 28,000 fucking billionaires on this planet. Billionaires. There's 100,000 of fucking multimillionaires. There are millions of fucking millionaires. You see? 84 fucking wealthy individuals owns 50% of all printed money in all currencies. Another 50% is owned by 8 billion people. It's just a fucking mathematics, you see? Idiots are paid by fucking hour. You gotta get paid by knowledge, by information. You sell information. You don't clean fucking toilets. Marx wants you to clean the fucking toilets, or Marx didn't want, right? Marx is telling you, hey, listen up. We cleaning the toilets, Marx was an idiot, you see. He was so stupid. He was just defined by Adam Smith. They were two idiots. He was cat and dog, two demons, you see. It was like a Hitler and Stalin. They were degenerates, you see. They worked together like an idiot and one idiot, you see. One couldn't exist without another. Capitalism couldn't exist without communism. There is no capitalism or communism. There is a code. There is information. These people are emperor, kings, whatever you want to call them. They're secretive. They fools on the courtyard, toying the fucking kings. You see? They're mystics. They don't exist. They are like air. They're invisible. Right on? So these people get information which are valuable, right? According to this information and codes, works this fucking society psychologically, sociologically, philosophically, culturally, mathematically, literally by fucking matter. That's why this fucking bank on the corner was built according to these codes. People live there, dress themselves, think, shit, and operate according to some codes and programs. It's all structure. The system is built like that, on purpose. So the people who knows don't operate, on the level they operate. So if everybody operate on this level, everybody would be fucking multimillionaire, right? Everybody would do that shit. Then this fucking model is not sustainable anymore. Right? Right? You see, it's all deception. If you say You don't give a shit about fucking money. You most probably give a shit about it. Maybe your mind is spiraling about that shit. And you're right. Because these Chinese papers can give you fucking time. That's how it works there. But did you forget? You don't need physically to have a money. You can have food for free. You can have air tickets or jets for free. Yeah, you can make people to send you the jet. It's just a Chinese papers with pictures on it. So we don't kill each other. Who would fucking bother with the money? Sometimes you wanna purchase some things. You wanna fucking feel patriotic, what you wanna wear the fucking Rolex chip, fuck. We gotta go to store and take the fucking paper or credit card code or whatever shit. Yeah. Don't you forget that everything is a circle and the barting system still works. You can swap products, just like one cow for fucking 3 dogs, one apartment for 3, one jet for 2. Yeah. You just need to follow the fucking logic of this system, which is highly irrational. You wanna get a fucking plane? It's easy. You know how much costs you to rent a fucking plane? Boeing? Probably $400,000 per month. You know how you get a fucking plane? For free? It's fucking easy. You call and say there is some fucking plane which is fucking bound in there for 200,000. They say yes. Could you draft a fucking contract? Before they draft it, you already sell the tickets for the fucking plane. You say we buy gas, everything, all that shit. When people send you the fucking money, you push it to them to rent the fucking plane. You see? You have to reverse the shit. That's what you gotta do. How you gonna do it? You pick up the phone. You call the airports. Say, I want a fucking plane. I wanna rent it. How much it costs? I send you the money. Then, before you send it, you already start to selling air tickets. You see, this is the level of fucking Jordan Belfort and all these schmucks or degenerates who really do some psychological, logical work, plus assertivity or hypnotic fucking talking to people in the codes and voices and tones and the pictures. So the people do things you want them to do. Then there is another way how to change things. But maybe I'll tell you next time. Maybe I won't tell you anymore. Who knows? But don't you forget, you know the secret of the life. You just move to another level of your consciousness. Maybe you learn there are more levels. Who knows? Maybe you just been capitalized 2 hours, 53 minutes, 51 seconds. Why I capitalize you? Because you are capitalizable. Why I did it? Because it's doable. I was spending some time. Spending great time. Did you gain the information? Do you have the information? You're gonna act. You remember, you have to do it. You're gonna act upon the information, or you just let it go. 12 to 18 hours. Information. Do it. nights in this beautiful, one of the motherfucking beautiful fucking planets where we fucking finished for tonight. Because tomorrow, everything starts again. They say in India, the life is a bridge. Don't build a house on it or a car, just cross it. The second, Indians are extremely smart people. The second fucking proverb is, future. Nobody knows the future. It's a mystery. Yesterday is dead, and today is a gift. It's a gift. Depends what you're gonna do with that gift. You wrap it, you unpack it, you look at what is inside, there's the information there. What you gonna do with the information? Whatever you do with it, I hope so, it brings you where you need to be brought. To the point where you left. And where you coming? You're the one I want you to come tonight. Yeah.